tired. I've been on this plantation all my life. I've been enslaved all my life. I'm tired of being pushed and pulled. I'm tired of the master doing his bidding. I want to leave.
You done this to yourself, Pats.
You know why we're not afraid? What? He's great in turban. Turban's destruction. Y'all think it come back in all peace? You got another thing coming. So we out here fighting for our brother. We ain't marching saying, yes, we can. No justice, no peace. Go! Fight for your sons and your daughters.
I'm not wrapped too tight. Got 400 years on my back. I'm angry dog. I'm black like that. Won't contact with you whites. And all the niggas I stand here with, they share my same sentiment. I'm fucked up tonight. Won't kill my brothers no more. Want all the smoke, motherfucker popo. This is my battle cry. Isaiah 14:21, that ancient version of that gun that they stole our name, they stole our shit. We real Judites, motherfucker Jewish. We lords, generals, arm your soldiers. We fight tonight like we supposed to. They inherited lies. I'm referring to all whites. I'm referring to riches, white privilege, given through genocide. And they gotta pay for that. God say Jacob gon' take it back. I cry aloud, I spare not. This good bread, my sharecrop. This lily grew through concrete. We march to our own drum beat. We the chosen. No inclination to kick it with y'all. Raise Babylon to the ground, then watch it fall. Obadiah said you'll be wiped up for theft. These are just words, worry about what come next. It's for Negroes, Latinos, we better than all, not equal. My natives know red dot that feather. Me primo be smooth like that leather. Until it's time to bring the war dogs out, put the headdress on. War paint and I'm not wrapped too tight. Got 400 years on my back. I'm angry dog, I'm black like that. Won't contact with you whites. And all the niggas I stand here with, they share my same sentiment. I'm fucked up tonight. Won't kill my brothers no more. Want all the smoke, motherfucker popo. This is my battle cry. I got the spirit of grandfathers past. Front porch sitters, Nat Turner dangerous. A real life illustration of angry and that painting of Malcolm staring out the window with patience. One hand on the curtain, right hand on the AK spits. 47 rounds, all to bring down Satan. Same way Abel was killed by Cain. This will be an introduction from the fuck shit into the fire. Probably join the list of artists who died before they retired. Most High said I'm hired. Sire will never spit a line aimed at my kind, less meant to uplift. Toughness will be redefined in my rhymes. A squad of men with the spirit of God, with an affinity to point their weapons not at the brethren but at the enemy. Khaki colored kids, baptized in the flames of combat, fashioned in the trap we escaped. Our fate was to be great and noble. Moses reincarnate, so be hopeful and know I bring word from A and O to Pharaoh and white folk. Let my people go, cause
All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. Most High bless, Most High bless. What time it is? It's FOPE time for our people. Edification. Hey, Leap, you got two screens open. All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. Most High bless, Most High. You got to close one of the screens. You hear me, Leap?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got one. You got two screens open. You got to close one. Like on your laptop, look up top. You see, you got two open. There you go. All right. Yeah, I want to open up with the scriptures. I can find it real quick.
Hey, that's a great. Hey, that's a great intro y'all got, man. That's cold.
Thank you. That's my brother Ern Moses, man. He
man, that dude got game, man. You put that guy on the payroll.
Shit, he might have to put us on the payroll, man. He's starting to be noticed all over the damn country
nice.
now, man. With his music.
Dude is nice.
Poetry. Yeah, he is nice. You know, he's a very talented guy, man. He can sing, you know, the whole nine, man. He got like 84, 85 million people that follow him.
On what?
So,
on YouTube,
on Twitter,
Facebook?
On Twitter.
Oh, they gonna find a reason to get rid of him.
Well, they already doing it now. You got black and white people.
They want them followers.
They got black and white people coming to get him because he be going in, man. He be going in, man. So, you know, they a few people try to sign him under contract, but he won't do it because they want him to play. They want him to make music that fits what's going on today, and all his music is about empowering black people. And they don't want.
Man,
they don't want.
You can see that's more. You can see the power. There's a paradigm shift going on in the world right now. Mm-hmm. But ain't nobody mentioning with all the stuff that's going on in Europe. There's not one mention of Africa. But you know.
Well, actually, let me say this real quick. Most High bless to everybody that's watching. Most High bless to my moderators. Everybody on the comment board. Lima, Star, Tracy. Who else on here? I got to scroll up a little bit. Everybody that I see and don't see, Most High bless all of y'all, man. Naphtali, Most High bless you too. Everybody that's watching, Most High bless. Of course, everybody. He's not a stranger here. Everybody know Professor Lee Cummings, one of the best scholars, if not the best scholar in all of Israel. Phenomenal writer, had his feet on the ground. Phenomenal researcher. I can't give him enough accolades because the man has a lot of brothers and sisters know about all the books that he has put out. And before we actually go into this lesson, I want you to mention the books again and the book that you have out now. How can people buy it? Most High bless.
We got. I think I got like the book series or the brand, the Negro Question book brand. We got like about 10, 12 books. You can buy the books at the Negro Question bookstore.equid.com, or you can go to the library. Now, if you don't want to buy a book and you just want to subscribe, become a member, you can go to the library. And you go to our library and you can read for $9.99. You can read everything in the everything in our book catalog of over a 30-day period.
Now, did y'all just hold on? I didn't know that one. Over 30 days. I didn't know that one. Over a 30-day period, you can read everything in the catalog. That's a gift.
Check this out. Say you're doing a lesson. You're doing lessons, and you want to use the material. Well, you can go into hold on. I'm gonna try to pull up something right quick. Say you want to do a lesson, and you're doing a lesson, and you want to go to the library. You could go to my library and use my materials.
Most High bless, JT.
Yeah, so I'm in here. Let me. I want to share my screen with these guys.
Sure. While you're doing that, let me finish talking to my people that's on the comment board. Most High bless my brother, Neighborhood Hebrew. Most High bless you, Jonathan Starr. Hallelujah. Glad you made it. Yeah, go ahead, Lee.
Yeah, can you see my screen?
I'm going to add it now.
Yeah, because I'm sharing the screen.
I got you.
So,
if
you wanna, you got it up now?
It should have popped up. You see it?
I got it on share. Yeah, I see it.
Well, there it is.
And so, if you want to buy books, you can go to the bookstore. There is the address to the bookstore, NegroQuestionBookstore.com. Once you go over there, you want to sign up for the library, you want to come back to my library, you just go over there, pay $9.99, $9.99. and I'll send you your sign-on information. It's good for 30 days. You can read anything, the Hebrew Dictionary, Part 6, Part 2, whatever you want to read, the 7 Seal. So it's available to the public. Now, just for anybody under the sound of my voice, man, the general public has been real kind to us, to the Negro Question Book series. And I just want to say, I never say thank you. But today I'm going to say thank you because without the support of the people, then we don't get grants. I'm pretty sure my man QANATH them, they don't get grants. Some of these major universities, these professors get grants to do their research and they come back with lies. Well, the scholars in Israel, we don't get grants. Some of us, we can't even get help from the congregations in our cities. But it's the people, like regular folk like y'all that help this research continue. So I just want to say thank you. And I'm pretty sure the brother QANATH feels the same way. You guys,
no doubt.
You guys push the research. Without you, there is no research.
Well, I would say you guys make us hungry because while you buying the book, it shows appreciation. Coming on, watching us live, it shows appreciation. It's almost like we feel obligated to do this, and I tell you the truth, is what we do is actually fun. It can be a little tiresome sometimes, but it's actually fun because information is power. Information is power. And the scriptures say, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge." Well,
that's right.
We tend on giving you the knowledge. In fact, I'm glad I said. Let me read this right here. This is Ephesians 4:12. It's Ephesians 4:12, and it reads on as wise. For the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Christ, till we all come in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of God, unto a perfect man, unto the measures of the statutes of the fullness of Christ, that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie and wait to deceive. But speaking the truth in love may grow up unto him in all things, which is the head, even Yahawashi Yeshua Christ. Right. So that's been one of my favorite scriptures is when I first read it, and I stand by that to the best of my ability. And I'm sure this brother do too, because it's not easy writing a book, because you can't just say, I'm gonna write a book. You have to read, you have to study, you have to put it all together. And I appreciate it. So I want to thank you too. So thanks for the information. And let's get started. Let's get started.
Okay, now look, I'm gonna need your help tonight.
Let's go.
I'm gonna need, I don't know if you're accustomed to, like I know you probably have readers. So I'm gonna humbly ask.
Oh, well, wait a minute. Okay, let's get it then. If Yavin or Kahan would like to come on and read for the professor, I'll make that call. If y'all not, I saw you on Naphtali. If you're free, you could come on to read. Tracy, if you're not driving, you could come on. You could come on and read. Jonathan, you could come on and read. So if anybody, the link is in the room. The link is in the room. So please, if you're available, please come on to read. I'm not the best reader, but I would do my best. I read the Bible. I'm not too fluent in all the other stuff you may pull out. So I wish you would tell me that, because let me see, can I do this real quick? Give me a second.
I'm going to pop another screen up that I'm gonna be using in the intro. We're gonna make this real plain. I got you a new screen. Share. So all I have to do is, once I get the share up, I gotta go back. I come back to you, right? Like that.
It's coming up now. There it is.
Yeah.
What was the
yeah.
What was the principal race that was in Russia? Was in Russia 1879?
We're gonna break out some real. We get ready to show y'all that the original people that was in Russia were blacks. They were black people in Russia before the genocide. that took place all over Europe, and we're gonna show it to you from the writings of. Is it time for me to go on or what?
Go ahead, you're fine.
Okay, we're gonna show you from the writings of Benjamin Franklin. We're gonna pick up another Gentile or European professor, Professor Boyd Dawkins, 1879. Benjamin Franklin, 1751, and we're gonna show you some artifacts. So we're not gonna use black scholars or black professors because the people wouldn't believe us. So we're gonna use their leading white scholars and white professors and philosophers, and surely they'll believe them. And so the title of the lesson was what? Black Russia. We're gonna open this up.
Oh, yep, black Russians.
And then we're gonna show you how Russia, where Russia, what role she plays in prophecy. We're gonna show you who the European Union is in prophecy, and we're gonna show you Putin's role, and we're gonna show you from a prophetic biblical perspective the role that this individual Zelensky is playing in end time prophecy. And so I'm gonna open this up at Genesis 10:1. Did you get me a reader, or is this gonna be me and you?
It's probably me and you. I'm texting right now to see can I get somebody.
All right. Well, I'll start it off. Genesis 10:1, and it reads like this. Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and unto them were sons born after the flood. Verse 2, Genesis 10:2. The sons of Japheth, Gomer and Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshach, and Tyrus. So now the key individual, one of Japheth's sons, is Magog. Magog is the most ancient name of Russia. And so you can see that from the very beginning, on this side of the flood, after the three sons of Noah get off the ark, this boy is mentioned. And we're going to show you that there is an article. I guess I was a little premature with my, I want to read this article as opposed to the one that I was reading. I want to go back here. I'll stop that share. I want to show y'all something that was spoken in 1879 by a Professor Boyd Dawkins. He's going to make some comments concerning right here. This is an article. This is a presentation that was given, or dissertation, by Professor Boyd Dawkins in 1879. And the title of his essay was, or his presentation or lecture, was Our Earliest Ancestors in Britain. Now you see the dates on here. This is authentic. This is an authentic manuscript, January 18th, 1879, Professor Boyd Dawkins. Look how much the price of admission was back then. Can you see my screen?
Hey Lee, can you make it? Hold on, maybe I can do it.
Do we make it bigger?
Yeah.
Are you good? I can make it bigger.
Okay, I made it a little bigger. Go ahead.
Okay. Now I'm gonna slide down. I'm not gonna read all of this. I just want to read. We're gonna stick and jab a little bit, like an expert boxer. And so he's talking about. You go back and read this on your own. He's given the world order in 1879, and I'm gonna pick it up right here where it says when. When we look at the history of Europe during the last 2 or 3 years, we see that the claims of race have been those which have been advanced by Russia. And she has assumed that she has a perfect right to subject to one rule, all those who belong to that race, which is the principal race in Russia. Now, the question is, in 1879 and in 1751, what was the principal race in Russia? And so, in order for us to find that answer, we have to go to another document. We're going to go back to StreamYard. I'm going to stop my share. We'll stop the screen, share. All right, we'll stop this. We're going to go and we're going to get an eyewitness testimony, because the question is, what was the principal race in Russia? And we're going to let Benjamin Franklin answer that for us. Now I need to share my screen, right? So I'm going to click on share screen. What was the principal race in Russia? That's a question that Professor Boyd Dawkins asked. And so here's Benjamin Franklin. Gentile.
Hey, hold on, time out for a second. Time out. I'm sorry, Lee. I'm adding this to the screen. Okay, I see we have people on here that's like the same sex, okay? Threatening to flag our page, harassing us. I see it. So you know what? This we gonna do. You can flag us all you want. Go ahead and try it, right? Because ain't nobody use the F word and call you that. There's nothing wrong with saying sodomite, right? So that's a word that's being used in dictionaries from the time beginning, right? And it's on anything. And let me say this: anything that's said on this channel, we don't necessarily agree with it, right? It's for information purposes only, and it's only our opinion. It's only our opinion. We have a right to have our opinion, right? And it's freedom of speech. So if I believe that you're gay, meaning you're happy, then you're gay, right? If I believe or we believe that you're a sodomite, and we know what a sodomite is, that's what you are. You shouldn't be offended by it, right? That's what people do, right? Gay people get married, and y'all do it in each other behind. And that's what they call it, a sodomite. So that's what you are. That's what you are. Be proud of it. You know, we just see it different. We got a freedom of speech, freedom of religion. We don't, just like you got a right to do that and believe in it, we have a right to say we don't believe in it. You got a right to teach it. We got a right to teach against it, right? So report all you want, you know, but we don't use the F word because we know we will get our page flag for that. So don't put that in the comment. We don't control the comments. Somebody put that in there, say whatever they can say the hell they want to say. Sorry, Lee, interrupt your class, but I know this person is going to sick a lot of sodomites on us, so and we don't care. Go ahead.
Okay, now Professor Boyd Dawkins in 1879 said that there was, in the world order in that generation, a principal race in Russia. So I came over to get I trust Benjamin Franklin, because he gives an eyewitness account of 1751, and he gives a description of the principal race that's in Russia. And now, so you can find this essay at the Library of Congress in its digital section. It's called Benjamin Franklin's Essay, 1751. America's the Land of Opportunity. This is what he says. I should have put this in quotations, and I'm going to. All Africa is tawny. Tawny in Hebrew means tan. All Africa is tawny or black. Asia, chiefly tawny, black or brown. And tawny means tan or brown. And you look down in parts of Asia, even right now today, the brothers are all brown down there. It says, I'm going to read again. All Africa is tawny, black. Asia, chiefly tawny, black, brown. America, exclusive of the newcomers. That's the Gentiles that showed up. Wholly so. So he said the Indians were what? Completely black in 1751. All of America was black. And guess who was in America at that time? The colonists. The colonists had been there since 1619. So Benjamin Franklin's letting you know that the original colonists were what? People of color. But that's not the lesson today. He says, in Europe, the Spaniards, the French, the Italians, the Russians, and Swedes are generally what we call a swarthy or black complexion. So are the Germans also. The Saxons, along with the English, make up the principal body of white people on the earth. So at that time in Russia, in 1751, the principal race in Russia was what? They was black.
Right.
Now, somebody said, well, what does the word swarthy mean? Well, we're going to give you this definition of swarthy comes to us from Samuel Johnson's English Dictionary in 1788. 1788, swarthy. Swart, Dutch, black, darkly brown, tawny, to swart, to blacken, to dark, brown, swarthily, blackly, or darkly what? Tonally. So in the 18th century, it's important sometimes when you're doing research or you're teaching a lesson that you give definitions from documents or dictionaries from that generation, because people try to make it seem like you making this up. So Professor Boyd Dawkins in 1879 said there was a principal race in Russia, and Benjamin Franklin told you the principal race that was in Russia in 1751 was what? The Black Russian.
Right.
Can I go a little further?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna stop this because we're gonna do something different. So the Black Russian was there. Now, people say, I don't believe that. There's no way possible that you can make me believe that. Well, guess what? I got something else for you. We're gonna show you a National Geographic magazine from 1917. World War I.
Mm-hmm.
World War I, the Russian army, this is the Russian Infantry. And this is what they look like, QANATH.
Wow.
It's what they look like. They were what? They was a swarthy, brown-skinned people. All over Russia. This was the infantry in 1917, World War I. These ain't white faces, are they, man?
It's black people.
Now I want to show you the caption that the Gentiles used because they was embarrassed that this army was black. Check this out at the bottom. It says types of men who defended Warsaw to the end. Now, they didn't want you to know. They said types of men because they was ashamed and embarrassed.
Okay.
Interesting?
Very interesting.
Yeah, this is not a scam. And I put this lesson together. Hey, it was Black History Month. I said, well, it's Black History Month. I always extend my Black History Month till I'm tired of doing Black History.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what I do. You know, I don't know what other folks do.
You got. Now, it's funny you say that. We're doing a class on Black history. We got people over here harassing black people right now. We got.
Well, hey, man. You know, our people, they, that bad teaching, man. They, the Negro or the so-called Negro has become a double agent.
Yeah, we got some. No, what I'm saying, we got some people in the comment section. They believe in same sex, and so they're harassing us because we don't want to believe the same thing. Get the hell out of here.
Hey, I don't have a dog in that fight.
Me either. Do what y'all want to do.
Yeah, but the Lord made comments about that. We'll deal with it. Hey, but check this out. Now, question is, what happened to all them black Russians? Well, World War I think over 1 million of them died, the men. World War II, 30 to 40 million black Russians were exterminated. So what happened to the black Russians? The same thing happened to all the other blacks that was in Russia. It was genocide and extermination. And part of the impetus or the fuel that drove the world wars was to exterminate the last traces of the black presence in Europe. We got a lesson on this. Man, that's astonishing. The man let me come on. we come on again from time to time, we'll do these lessons. But let's go a little further in this. Now, he also said that the Germans were smart. Did he say that?
Yep.
So I have an artifact here that depicts. Let me stop the share. We got to go to another screen share.
Okay.
We're going to show you. Benjamin Franklin said that the Germans were swarthy. All the people in Philadelphia were Germantown. When the Germans came into, they hate Paul Revere. They hate him with a passion. But we're going to show you. This shot right here, I'm going to blow this up for y'all because I had the capability with this shot. These are the redcoats. The book said, I think he said the redcoats are coming, didn't he, or the blue coat? The redcoats, right? This artifact right here was created by Paul Revere. Paul, and I'm going to show you his name on the artifact. I want you to think I'm lying to you. Engraved, printed, and sold by who? Paul Revere. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So Paul Revere depicts the British soldiers as what? As what? Black men. Black men.
Mm-hmm.
But these are not British soldiers, y'all. These are German soldiers, the German mercenaries. They were called the Black German Hessian troops. They were the royal. This was the royal seed of the Black Germany, and so King George hired them to come put down the revolt in the 13 colonies. These guys had been, if it had not been for the writings of Benjamin Franklin that said that the Germans were swarthy also, we never would have. When you see this artifact, you think, oh, it's a misprint. This was not a misprint. This was the world order in 1751 and during the times of the American Revolt in the lifetime of Paul Revere. Can I keep going?
Keep on going.
Now check this out. Now we've seen the Black German piece. I just dropped that in there to let you know. But let me give you another bit of information that you're going to find astonishing. These Gentiles in America who are dominating us, and they dominate us through the classroom, lack of information, twisted information. The whole game is national. No, I don't want that. Where are we? I'm trying to get to here. I think I might have put the window down. Hold on. This is what I want right here. I want this up right here. Give me a second, guys. I seem to be somewhat baffled. Here it is right here. No, I want my entire screen. Where's my window? I'm missing something. I can't get to my PowerPoint. I think this is it right here. Here it is. I want to show y'all this. And I apologize for the unprofessionalism. Now, the British hired, I can make this larger for you too.
Okay. Hold on, I'll put it to the screen. There we go.
How's that? You see it?
There we go. Yep.
Now the British hired the Black German Hessians to put down the revolt in the 13 colonies. Now check this out. You only go hear it here on FOPE. The Black Germans occupied Boston for 7 years. The 13 colonies was under military occupation. They don't teach you this in these high-priced institutions that you throw your money away when you attend them. The Black Germans occupied Boston for 7 years. They were the police force. The Black German occupation of New York lasted 6 years, a black police force. Black German occupied South Carolina 2.5 years. The Black Germans occupied Massachusetts. Black German occupation of Brandywine, 1 month, 10 months. Black German occupation of Savannah, Georgia, Country, Georgia, 4 years. Black German occupation of Rhode Island, 3 years. and Philadelphia was occupied for a whole year. This is astonishing.
Damn.
That this black occupation, this black police force that came into the 13 colonies, and there's no mention of it in your history books. Can I keep going?
Make it happen.
Make it happen. Now check this out. I want to give you a verbal timeline. Now this timeline, it shows you all the good old boy clubs that they've had throughout history where there was no black participation. In 1884, they had an institution called the Berlin Conference. Well, it wasn't an institution, it was a meeting of the world powers that was in Europe at that time. This is that part of the story that they love to teach black folks about, that in 1884, the Berlin Conference with King Leopold as the host, the Gentile nations drew lines on a map and carved up Africa. There was a participant that showed up at the Berlin Conference by the name of Russia. But guess what Russia did? Russia went back home. Russia did not enslave the Negro. See, Russia's been in the circle, but not doing what everybody in the circle was doing. She showed class, went back home. She did not colonize West Africa, and she did not enslave the so-called Negro. Never have. Now check this out. I'm going to go to the 10th chapter, because now what I want to do is I want to go to the 2nd chapter of Daniel, and I want to show you what's taking place in the world right now prophetically. And Russia is always in the mix. And I'll tell you this, for all of you who don't know script, Russia's going to be around until the Father comes on the 8th day. But I want to read you something. I'm going to go to Daniel, the 2nd chapter, because I want to show you that all of the key players that are supposed to be on the table on the second coming of the Messiah, some of y'all call him Yeshua, some of y'all call him Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, hold on for a second. Hey, can I take a break, a 5-minute break?
Go ahead. I feel that. Go ahead. I'm going to talk about something anyway. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead. Put yourself, I'm going to put you on mute. Well, you can put yourself on mute and come back. Take yourself off maybe you want, whatever you want to do.
All right.
I could address these clowns. The good thing about YouTube, brothers and sisters, it's been around longer before some people was even born, right? And the good thing about YouTube is that you can always create another channel. We got many channels, so have at it. It just inspiring me. You know, that's what it does for me. It inspires me. You know, so hold on, I'm gonna add this brother here. That's what it does. Most High bless.
Shalom, bro.
Most High bless. Yeah, I got Lee doing a seminar right now, so he's taking a little 5-minute break. We got these. I don't want to offend, you know, but we got these people on here who like some people who like bananas on here harassing us, you know, but it's all good. Keep on harassing.
They like bananas, huh?
Yeah, they like bananas and carpet. We got bananas and carpet munchers.
So they mad because we won't go along with that, huh? There ain't nobody calling them out.
They mad because we won't go along with it. So they want everybody in the world to be like, we're all gonna just die off. How about that?
Yeah, he only doing that because they
So
running that
now,
little new bill down in Florida. The don't
yeah.
say gay or something. Man. Here we go again.
And I can say, listen, ain't nothing wrong with saying gay, man. Gay means happy.
That's
Y'all remember
right.
Fred Flintstones? Have a gay old time. I was blocking it, but you know what? I ain't gonna block it no more, man. Y'all, they can block. Star Lima can block. Whoever else a moderator, but Star Lima, I think y'all the only moderators. But
I told
y'all
Star to
can
give me
block
a
me.
wrench. I would have blocked him a minute ago. I told Star to give me that wrench.
Yeah, go ahead. Y'all can give our neighborhood Hebrew a wrench. Give him one. You know, but yeah, just don't use the F word. You know what I find funny, brothers and sisters. A lot of people, you can't say the F word, but everybody can say Negro, nigga, all that. In music, on YouTube, you can see black women and men beating the hell out of each other, getting choked out, fighting like cats and dogs, right? Black people getting beat up by other races, but everybody else can't do nothing. I mean, black people can't do nothing, but it's all good, man. Our Father is going to protect us. You know what I mean? Through His
That's
Son.
right.
Our Father will protect us and His angels. So a YouTube channel that's nothing. I'm older than YouTube. Like I really care.
you
Shalom,
build one,
Yaven.
you'll build another one, right?
I got 5 other channels, man. I care
That's
about
right.
that. And I just make another one, and people find it and start looking again. I don't care about that for. I don't live for YouTube.
Shalom, Brother QANATH. Shalom, the neighborhood Hebrew. What's up,
Shalom, bro.
What's going on with y'all?
Yeah, most time. Wait for professor to come back so he can finish up on his lessons dealing with black. Black
Yeah, I saw you say you needed a reader, so I figured I'll come on.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. He's coming back. He had to go do something, so it is what it is.
I just kind of jumped on too to help you waste some time. So as soon as you come back, I'm gonna check out. But I do want to tell your audience, if they wasn't on last night, they missed some powerful knowledge from the sister. So y'all, if y'all missed that last night, y'all should go back and really pay attention to that video.
Yeah, please go back and watch that, man. That was very, very powerful, man. Very powerful. My boy JT coming on.
Yo.
But yeah. Hey JT, we don't want to use the F word. We don't want to use the F word. It makes people gay. Makes them real happy.
I said yo. That's all I said, man. He said that.
Yeah, it makes them real happy.
Shalom, Jonathan.
Hey,
what's up, man?
What that mean when people got their wrist bent down like that?
I don't care about them being happy, man. You know that.
Yeah.
But Knopf, I see you got enough help to help you pass this time. I'm gonna jump back in when after the elder get off with his presentation.
No doubt. So,
all right, one love and shalom, family.
Yo, Mel, I just came on quick to tell you what's up, man. Yo, I'm gonna call you up, man. So when you get off.
All right. Give me a couple minutes. I'm going to the store. I gotta keep the phone on charge.
Yo, so I'm gonna get out of here, man. I just came on to say what's up, shalom and everything. That's it. I'm gonna let y'all take care of y'all business.
No doubt. We are. It's a lot of people, man, that's been calling us of late. Ooh, man, it's a lot of stuff going on in Israel, man. I'm just shocked, man, because I got yesterday and today. It's a lot of organizations, man. We got to pray for our people, man. We got to pray for guidance, for help. This thing is going on in Russia right now and Ukraine. And I'm gonna tell you what I found funny. Well, not funny. If you look at the news, all European countries just helping the Ukrainians, in which they should help. They're killing women and children over there. However, black people they leaving them leaving them out there. Don't want to help them. I'm like, that's crazy. Don't want to help them at all. And you got a few people, and I find all European, right? That's from the Caucasian persuasion that's willing, right, or contemplating destroying the whole world, right? A few men, less than 1,000, less than 500, right? Sending young men and women killing each other, right? Now hold on. When them bombs blow up like that, that's hitting Ukraine and all that stuff, guess what else is happening? It's messing up the air, right? Pollution, right? Because that stuff got some form of chemicals in it, right? It's killing trees, it's killing animals,
grass,
right? Grass, birds. Oh, it's just nothing but total destruction. Total destruction, right? So when something blow up, it has gas in it, fuse in it, it leaks in the ground, it goes in the air. This is it's crazy. If you look at Africa, they want to talk about what Africa. You got dictators, this and that and third, right? But do you really see the high bloodshed over there? And right, somebody said, and the gas prices going up. It affects the poor more than anything. More than anything. So what they care about gas prices? Where I live at, gas is like $4.39. Some places, especially where the rich live, I guess they don't care anyway. It's $6.
And Q, remember when we were young, man? We remember when gas was like 50 cents.
I remember the most I can remember was 65 cents.
That's right.
You know, I think it was 65 cents. Hell, what we talking about? In the 90s, it was sometime $1 and something, $1.25.
Yep.
You know, so I mean, I find. Go ahead, Ye.
No, I was saying, I remember when everybody was tripping when gas was going up to like $2 and something a gallon. The whole nation was tripping. Now it's like, it was like $4 or something this morning when I was going to work.
Damn. Y'all gonna have to figure out something, man. Figure out something. But watch this. And I'm not trying to tell nobody to be afraid, man. You know, you gotta live your life. But for years, I was like, man, some land. That way we can make it a little easier on each other. Remember I was saying this years ago? Make it a little easier on one another. You can farm, you can build your own pond where you can fish, right? You can plant your trees, we can have your fruits, vegetables, right? You do all this stuff, man. You could build a house out of shipping containers, solar panels, right? You can do all this stuff and live cheaper. But on 419 where you at? But we didn't do that. Now everybody's scared to death. I ain't scared. You know, it is what it is.
We knew that, bro. We knew this was coming, man. So what's the Frank Beer scale? You knew it was coming. You read the scriptures, don't you?
It's famine in the land. Famine in the land. So you're supposed to smile at stuff like this. That's why out of all the things going on in the world, they think we worried about somebody taking down a damn YouTube channel. Really? This is what I do to your YouTube. Somebody taking down my YouTube channel. Right? This is what I do to it. This is what I do to it. I drink to it. I drink to it. Take down, and we got more. And I drink to it. Right. So for me, I don't give a damn. You know, I don't care. I don't want to see no women and children killed. You know, in these wars and stuff like that. A guy in my building, Caucasian, and had Air Force. And I was like, man, you know, that young boy, I hope he make it. You know, because I feel bad for the young soldiers, man, and over here in America, they don't know no better, man. But you know, gotta do what they gotta do. All right, Professor, we got a read on here. We got Brother Yates.
Yeah, yo, I'm out, man. And Lee, what's good, man?
All right, bro.
Shalom, JT.
Shalom.
Professor Cummings.
Hey, what's up?
Not much.
Man, there was gunshots in the community. I had to go investigate.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh no. Don't shoot back. You know, anybody coming. Don't be started going out there acting up, Professor. Come on now.
Hey, man. I'm like Nehemiah.
Let's get it.
Hey, God swore in one hand, working with the other. I believe it.
Right, I know, right?
Hey, man, I ain't playing now. I ain't know. All right, so what? We back at it?
Yeah, we got Yavis. Yep, we back at it. Yavis gonna read. We both will read. Take turns reading for you. You know, but I appreciate that, Yavis, man. I really do.
Hey, man. Hey, all right, y'all ready?
Hey, QANATH.
All right, now check it out.
QANATH.
Now, when we, you talking to QANATH?
Yeah, hear me?
No, I'm saying go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let everybody go flag them people channels for bullying. They trying to bully us because we don't agree on what they do. That's their business. We don't care about what they do. I don't care about that. But I'm blocking all of y'all, and I'm going to flag all y'all channels because it's a gang of them, man. These dudes, when you go look at all these channels, these are just channels they made, like sub channels. They have no content on them, none of them. When you go look at them,
Don't worry about it. Hey, Shan, don't even address it. Let Professor go ahead and finish up his thing. I'll talk to you about that. I know where it's coming from.
Now, you're gonna cut and paste. You're gonna cut this anyway. It's gonna be cut and pasted, right?
Yeah.
But listen. Yeah. All right, now. All right, we back. Now, we showed you Black Russia in history, and we showed you two leading white or Gentile or European scholars. One was Professor Boyd Dawkins, and the other one was Benjamin Franklin. They gave an eyewitness, I always like to call them boots on the ground, an eyewitness description of the world order in 1751 and in 1879, and the principal race that was in Russia at that time, they were black and swarthy. Now, what we're going to show you now is what is going on prophetically with Russia, the Ukraine, and your King James Bible, if you believe in the book of Revelations, or if you believe in the prophets. We're going to go to Daniel, the 2nd chapter, and I'm going to pick it up in verse 31. And I'm going to read to you. We're going to show you that the European Union is the 10 toes from the book of Daniel. The European Union.
Professor, if you want Yaven to read for you, he's on here. He come on here to read for you.
Okay, what's up, Doc? You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Daniel.
All right, go to Daniel 2 and 31.
Okay.
And thanks a lot.
No problem at all. Daniel chapter 2, verse 31. Thou, O king, sawest and behold a great image. This great image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible.
Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 32. This image's head was of fine gold, his breast and his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass, his legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part clay. Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay, and break them to pieces.
Now this is the key. This is the prophetic part. He said, you got to go back and read the entire 2nd chapter of Daniel. We don't have time. Time does not permit us to read all of this. Read some of this on your own. But this king Nebuchadnezzar had a dream about this statue with a golden head and all these other colors. And so nobody could tell his dream. So they sent for the prophet Daniel or the priest. Daniel comes back and say, hey, this is what you dreamed. Then he said, at the end of his translation, he said, you saw a stone that was cut out of the mountain without hands. That stone that was cut out of the mountain is going to hit the image on his feet. But the stone was what? This is what Yeshua said in the testimony. He said the stone that the builders refused has become the chief cornerstone. This stone that was cut out of the mountain that mountain is the government of God. In ancient times, in ancient Sumerian texts, you will see the kings with their feet on a mountain, and the mountain represented that the government was theirs. And you go back and look at some of the ancient seals that were written in Aramaic, and you'll see, not on those seals, but anyway, scratch that. So the reason why the stone, which represents Yeshua or the Messiah, the second coming, is going to hit this image on the feet is because the 10 toes is the only thing that's left of the statue. And these 10 toes are the 10 European common market nations. Well, somebody out there said, well, there's 27 of them. Yeah. 17 are associates. They're associate nations. But then you have the 10 permanent nations. And we're going to finish reading that. Go ahead, brother. Verse, what was that? Verse 34? Read that again, yeah. Verse 34.
Okay, verse 34. Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet, that were of iron and clay, and break them to pieces.
Okay, so the feet, 10 toes, was the only thing that was left standing. Now, he's going to give the interpretation on the next page. Pick it up at verse 37. Go ahead.
37, okay. Verse 37, Thou, O king, art a king of kings, for the God of heaven hath given thee a kingdom, power and strength and glory. Verse 38, And wheresoever the children of men dwell, the beasts of the field and the fowls of the heaven hath he given into thine hand, and hath made thee ruler over them all. Thou art his head of gold.
So Daniel is what? He teaching his king about his dream. But go ahead.
And verse 39, after thee shall arise another kingdom inferior to thee, and another third kingdom of brass, which shall bear rule over all the earth.
So when Babylon fell in 539 BC. Cyrus the Great of Persia, the Medes and the Persians, took the kingdom from the Babylonians in 539. That concluded the 70-year captivity of Israel, of Judah in Babylon. This is, if some of you all are Bible scholars and you read a lot, this is what Daniel was talking about when he said, I understood by the prophets, the writings of the prophets Jeremiah, that this captivity was supposed to be 70 years. And then Jeremiah wrote that in the 25th chapter of Jeremiah about the 70-year captivity. And you do the math. The Medes and the Persians took over in 539 BC. The Lord did the count from the time of Jehoiakim in 609. 609 BC minus 539 BC is exactly 70 years. And so Daniel is teaching the Gentile rulership in its order. Babylon, the next kingdom was Medo-Persia, and then that other kingdom that he references is Greece with Alexander the Great. But now he's going to bring in the real player. Go ahead.
So where we leave off at?
Daniel 2 and 40.
And 40, okay, verse 40. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise.
Well, now the next kingdom to rule the world was who? It was Rome. Babylon, Medo-Persia, Greece, then Rome. But now he's going to say something that you need to pay attention to, because with all the stuff that's being said, this is probably one of the most important things you're going to hear tonight. Because if I was you, I would want to know exactly, because everybody keep asking the same question. Is this it? Is this World War III? Is it the second coming of the Messiah? Is it going to be a nuclear war? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you that none of these, it's not time yet. But go ahead. Verse 41.
Verse 41. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of the strength of the iron. For as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay, and as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken.
The European Union, that's the reason why the stone hit the image on the feet, because the rest of the body had sauntered off or disappeared into history. The only thing that was left of the statue was what? The 10 toes, the European Common Market or the European Union. And I want y'all to understand something today. Don't be fooled by the rhetoric that you're seeing on TV right now and in the media about this President Zelensky applying for NATO. They refused him. Then he ran down to the European Union. They refused him. The European Union and NATO are basically one and the same. The members overlap. Germany, Sweden, Poland, all them nations. They either in both the European Union and NATO, or they're in the other. So it's all the same good old boys club. Y'all understand? But watch this. Go ahead.
Okay, 43. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with mirror clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay.
That's the European Union. Even though they're all part of the Union, Germany still retains its sovereignty. What are the other nations? Here, I got it written down. All these nations, even though they joined, they retain their what? Their sovereignty. All those nations.
You got Poland, Germany.
Well, Poland is not a member. Poland is a.
I thought they was a member.
Huh?
Oh, they're not a member yet, but they're social. Okay, right.
Right.
I think they're EU though, right?
They might be, but they're not NATO.
Poland. They're not NATO, right? That's
so
funny.
Listen, check this out. No, give us the name. Give me the list you got.
Oh, I don't have to talk, man. I know you got.
Right. But what is Daniel teaching? He teaching what we already know. Some of them nations in the European Union are strong. Some of them, really, to me, all the EU is weak. The EU is nothing without the United States. The EU together combined, they probably only got about 200 to 300 nuclear weapons. The United States, on the other hand, has 5,500 nuclear warheads. But Russia got a beat because Russia got anywhere from 6,000 to 7,000 nuclear warheads. That's why don't nobody want to go in there. Y'all understand?
Hey, EU, France, Italy, Belgium, Australia, Netherlands, Greece, Germany, Poland, Spain, Sweden.
All of them are what? They all weak.
Finland, Denmark. And you know what? So,
but
look,
Germany, but Germany is stronger than Sweden, and Poland might be stronger than Lithuania. So, France
is stronger than all of them.
Right, but what I'm saying is, even though the only thing that makes them Gentiles strong is they did what? They made sure they got nuclear weapons, and any other nation that tried to develop the technology, they went in and said, what? You got a weapon of mass destruction, shut it down. This is how they maintain dominance over the world. There's a word that they're using now in the geopolitical spectrum, and that word is, what's that word? One word that they're using is hegemony, your place among the nations. What we're starting to see is a paradigm shift in power and perception also. Russia has stood up to take her rightful place as a superpower. She said, no, I'm a superpower, and I demand the right to correct the nations in my sphere, my hemisphere. But I don't want to get into that. I want to stay focused. I don't want to get ahead of myself. These 10 toes in the European Union. But Daniel lived in 606 BC, which means Daniel saw this 2,600 years before it happened. He saw the European common market. Tell me that ain't deep. But watch what he gonna say next. Go ahead, verse 44.
Mm-hmm. Verse 44. And in the days of the king of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed.
Wait a minute. You hear what he said? In the days of these kings, Yahweh, or the God of heaven, Yeshua or Jesus, whatever you call it, because everybody got their Yahweh, everybody got a name. But we're still talking about the same guy. In the days of these 10 toes, these 10 kings, the God of heaven, Yahweh, is going to set up a kingdom. So this is why am I start focusing on this? This is letting me know that when I see these 10 toes of the European Union, that the second advent of the Messiah is what? It's on the way. But I'm going to read you a passage of scripture that let not your heart be troubled. All these things got to come to pass, but the time is not yet. But I'm going to show you a thing. Let's go to Revelations real quick. Revelation 17:1. We're going to show you this. We're going to make it real plain. This ain't no, it's not a gimmick. This is the end time. Some of the stuff that these folk are talking about, it's irrelevant right now. Your job as a priest is to be able to, the book said, if I set a watchman on the wall and the watchman see danger and he don't shout, he don't warn the people, look, Yahweh said what? Their blood is going to be on the watchman's hand. That's your job, Israel.
Chapter 17, verse 1.
Yes, sir. Revelation 17:1. Go ahead.
And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
Well, you know, when you start talking about churches, there are only two type of female. The church is always considered is mentioned as a label of woman. It's the only two type of women on the earth. You either a whore or you are a virgin. And so we know that if this was a whore, that it cannot be Israel, because Israel has been described as a chaste virgin. So this is another church. See, there are two churches on the earth, and one church has always been mimicking the bride. You got a church that says she's the bride, but the bride is Israel, has always been Israel. And anybody that would engraft themselves in with Israel, but the bride is Israel. So who is this whore that's pretending to be Israel, pretending to be the church? Go ahead.
Verse 2, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of the names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
So whoever this whore is, this woman, she was riding a beast that had what? 7 heads and 10 horns. Who knows who that is? Skip down to verse 9. Let the book tell you who it is. Go ahead.
Verse 9, and here is the mind of which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains, one which the woman sitteth.
Oh, wait a minute. The 7 heads are what? 7 mountains on which the woman sit. It's only one church on the earth that sit on 7 mountains or 7 hills. That's the Vatican. So this whore that's riding this beast with 7 heads and 10 horns, the book said, historically, you can look it up. I know QANATH looking at it right now. That's the Vatican. Now, the book said she had 10 horns. What are these 10 horns? Those 10 horns are nothing but the 10 toes from the book of Daniel. Horns in ancient Sumerian text, verbiage, representing kingdoms and power. These 10 horns, 10 kingdoms. And I'm going to prove that to you. Just like the 10 toes was 10 kingdoms. The only thing that has happened is that 600 years after Daniel translated Nebuchadnezzar's dream vision, the Apostle John on the island of Patmos extends the vision. But all he did was he took the vision was given to him in a different manner. It is the same vision. Y'all understand? Let's leave here and go to verse 12. Go ahead. Revelation. Hey, y'all, we in Revelation, the 17th chapter, and now we at verse 12. Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but received power as kings 1 hour with the beast.
Now so them 10 toes, the book said, and Daniel said, in the days of these kings, the Most High was going to set up a king's kingdom on the earth. And then we come down here, we got these 10 toes, these 10 horns, and the book said, oh, these are 10 kings. They're going to give their power to the beast. Who is the head of the European Union, QANATH? Is he with us?
He might have stepped away.
The head, the spiritual or religious head of the European Union is the Pope. So they gave their power to him.
I'm sorry, I was busy. I think it's the Vatican, if I'm not mistaken.
It is the Vatican. It's the Pope. He's the spiritual leader or the spiritual head of the European common market, the 10 toes, or what we just seen, the 10 horns. But keep going.
Come.
You read verse 14, right?
No, I didn't get to verse 14.
You read first. I don't want to read all that because if I read that, that's going to take me past the moment. I want to stay in the moment. So these 10 horns, these 10 toes are what? The European common market. Now the book said the 7 heads are 7 mountains or 7 hills on which this woman sit, and we know that that's the Vatican, right? Let's see where she got her power from. Go to the 19th chapter. No, go to Revelations. I don't want that. I missed the scripture, man. Hold on for a second. Where we at? Go to 13.
Verse
go to
13.
Revelations 13 and 1. Revelations 13 and 1. We're gonna teach a little bit tonight. Y'all support this channel. Y'all support these brothers. So we gonna help you. We're gonna show you what's going on in the spirit realm, because you looking at it from the natural realm. All you see is 2 nations going toe to toe. You don't realize what you're looking at. Go ahead, brother. Revelations 13 and 1.
13 and 1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy.
So now we know that this 10 crowns is nothing but what? The European Union. And now we know that the 7 heads represent what? The mountains or the hills on which this woman sit, the Vatican. So, and the sea represents what? Nation, people, tongues, and kindred to people. So she came up out the sea of people, the Vatican. And what? This is the Vatican and the European or the European Union. Y'all hearing this in the newspaper every day, but you ain't making the connection because some of y'all are sitting under ministers that don't know script.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
Come.
Don't know no script. Keep going. Verse 2.
Verse 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority.
So where did the Vatican get its power from? The dragon. Y'all know who the dragon is. That's Satan the devil.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can see it in the way the law is being taught at the Vatican. And as far as the Vatican is concerned, the law has been done away with. And so she taught that to seminary, and seminary taught it to the brothers that was rushing the seminary. They had good hearts. They wanted to be better ministers for the gospel, but they came back with what? They came back with a lie. But it's not their fault. They meant well. Y'all understand? They didn't know. It hadn't been for the internet. It's a lot we would not have known as a people. But keep reading, verse 3.
And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. And all the world wondered after the beast. And they worshipped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worshipped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months.
Now the Lord give you a timeline. So when the false prophets step up, he gonna be sitting in the temple for 42 months. Divide that by 12, you get 3.5 years. Now I'm gonna give you a secret out there. Let's go to Matthew 24th chapter.
Come.
Make this real plain. Make it real plain, because people, they don't understand. So who is Putin resisting right now? He resisted the European common market and the Vatican. So he is fighting in the spirit realm against what? The 7 heads, the 10 horns, and the 10 toes. Putin of Russia, y'all. Y'all better ask somebody. That man right there is standing up against the false prophet and the European common market by himself. This is spiritual warfare. The Lord is propping that boy up. There's no way he could do what he's doing unless God was with him. Y'all understand? I know this sounds funny.
Right.
But there's no way he could stand against the dragon, the false prophet, and the European Union unless Yahweh was with him. People say, why would he be with Putin? He was with Martin Luther King, and Martin didn't even know him. He was with Cyrus the Great, called Cyrus' name hundreds of years before he was even born. I know y'all know the book. The Lord prop up whom he will. But that dude is in the spirit. He's acting like, even though we know he's not one of the two prophets or one of the two anointed, but he's acting like one of the two prophets. Let's go to, I want to show you a thing because I want to show you a shadow of the second coming of Christ. This ain't it. What you seeing in the news, Russia and this evil man, Zelensky, this ain't that. We're going to show you what the shadow is, and then we're going to show you how you do your count. Pick it up at Matthew 24:1. Go ahead.
Verse 1.
Yes, sir.
And Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him to show him the buildings of the temple.
Skip down to verse 3.
Verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
Hey, man, you know, all the bickering that them boys did, they finally got it right. Man, when does this thing go in, and when you coming back? Go ahead.
And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
Say, what that means is they going to say, hey, Jesus. They going to say his name, and then you going to lose your mind and give him all your money. So many going to come and tell them, they going to say indeed that he is the Christ. He said, but they're out to deceive you. Well, go ahead.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not.
That's what we hearing of what? Wars and rumors of wars. Go ahead.
For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows.
Now, all these are what? The beginning of sorrows. Now I'm going to show you the shadow, not the coming of Yahweh or Jesus, but the shadow of his coming. Skip down to verse 15.
Verse 15. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place. Whoso readeth, let him understand.
So what is the shadow of his coming? The building of the third temple in Jerusalem. Once they start building that temple, that is the shadow of the thing to come. Why? Because once they get through building, the abomination, which is the Pope, he gonna move his residence from Vatican City down to Jerusalem and walk into the temple and declare himself to the world that he is God. So the shadow of the second coming of Yahweh or the Messiah is once you hear that the third temple is they're beginning construction. That's the shadow. People say, well, what you talking about? Well, think about it. When you walk down the street and you turn the corner, what hits the corner first? You or your shadow? Your shadow hits the corner first, and then you follow. Mm-hmm. So the building of the third temple is the shadow, and then once the Pope goes inside the temple, you can count 42 months and the Messiah be on down his feet. He'll be standing on the Mount of Olives. And we got a lesson that we can prove that. But let's leave here and let's deal with Zelensky. Now, this guy has been running down all around the world trying to get the rest of the Europeans to gang up on Putin. So he says, well, you know what? We need a no-fly zone over the Ukraine. The Europeans said, man, that's paramount to starting World War III. Because if we try to initiate or install or enforce a no-fly zone over the Ukraine, Russia gonna let off with them nuclear. Russia already told us, whoever intervenes, she don't care what member it is. Did y'all hear that? So we gonna show you the role in the spirit that Zelensky is playing, trying to push the world to World War III. Let's go to.
He's well, you said he is trying, like you said, to get other nations to join in, and he is Jewish too.
He's trying to kick it off, man.
Yeah,
we're gonna show you this. We're gonna show you in Revelation 16 the spirit behind Zelensky. That's why the world, they rooting him on in ignorance. They don't know what, they don't know. Dude is trying, this idiot in the Ukraine is trying to push the world to a nuclear war. Something is wrong with him. And because these guys don't know no script, they don't understand what he's doing. He's moving in the spirit of the Antichrist. And we're going to show you this. Revelation 16 and 12. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 12. And the sixth angel poured out his veil upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared.
Wait a minute. That if we in another passage, I think the seventh or the eighth, the seventh chapter, the book says 7 angels were given 7 trumpets. Now, every time a trumpet is blown, another angel pours a vial of wrath. So when the 6th trumpet is blown, the 6th vial is poured out. Now, the book said the kings of the east came across the Euphrates. You go far east as you can go. You end up in China, North Korea and her allies. And then who is an ally to China? Russia. So the kings of the east that's going to be coming across that Euphrates, this is all prophecy. This is Russia, China, North Korea, Syria, the whole crew. They're going to come across that Euphrates, man. Keep reading.
Come. Let's see.
Verse 13.
Verse 13.
Hey, y'all, hold on. We had Revelations, the 16th chapter, and the 13th verse. Go ahead.
Verse 13. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet.
Hey, frog like this, the Trinity. That Trinity that the Sunday church has been talking about. Here it is right here in the last days. This is the Trinity. But let's see what this Trinity is going to do. Go ahead.
For they are the spirits of devils, working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world, to gather them to the battle of the great day of
So
God.
What is Zelensky doing? What is Zelensky doing? He got a frog in his mouth. He got a lion spirit. He went to Europe. He went to NATO. Hey, I need your help. NATO said, no, man, we can't do it. Then he ran to the European Union. Can I join? They said, no, man, we can't do it. Then he said, I'm going to play you a video, a recording, an audio. I don't even have it up. But you can go look it up on your own. After which, he started calling NATO. He said NATO is weak and that they are terrified of Russia.
He sure did. He said, they weak. Y'all should be in here flying over. And actually, he wanted America to actually come in and join the war.
He is acting just crazy. Like this. He acted just like this beast and this false prophet. He got a lion spirit. He's going from nation to nation. He's trying to pull everybody down to the valley of Megiddo to kick off World War III. I want y'all to see the video. Hold on. Here he is. Here he is calling NATO weak. Now watch this. I need to set up my screen.
You got to share it.
Because I want y'all to see this. I want you to understand in the spirit realm, everybody doing all this rooting, right? They rooting for people. No, they doing it in ignorance. They don't know what they're talking about. This guy is the biggest threat to the peace of the world right now. He got that frog-like spirit in his mouth. Okay, you got me up? See my screen?
Hold up. I've been watching this for the past 2 years, man. Yep, good.
All right, now we're gonna blow this up for you. I want y'all to see this. This is now NATO was helping this dude. He was their guy. He was the crown prince. The last 9 to 10 days of the invasion, and then because the world would not go into that rabbit hole with him, now he's calling them weak. Check it out.
Слабкий саміт, розгублений саміт, саміт, на якому видно, що не всі вважають боротьбу за свободу для Європи метою номер 1. 9 днів ми бачимо жорстку війну. Руйнують наші міста, обстрілюють наших людей, наших дітей, житлові квартали, церкви, школи, знищують все, що забезпечує нормальне життя, людське життя, і хочуть це продовжувати, знаючи, що нові удари і жертви неминучі. Свідомо ухвалили.
NATO chose not to close the airspace in the Ukraine. You know why? Because NATO knows if they run up in there to close that airspace, World War III is going to start. They know this. And this guy knows it, but he's trying to push America and get the rest of the nations of the world to go down in the valley, which they not going to come out of.
Не закривати небо над Україною. Ми вважаємо, що країни НАТО самі створили наратив, що начебто закриття неба над Україною спровокує пряму агресію Росії проти НАТО. Це самогіпноз.
You know what he said?
Слабкий.
He said it's self-induced hypnosis. So now he done went from being the darling of the Europeans. Now he's doing what? He's insulting his friends. He called them weak, saying they got self-induced hypnosis. Who talks like that? But a man with a what? With a frog in his mouth, or evil line. When that didn't work, he got up and told the world they're raping our daughters. When that didn't work, he said the Russian men are carrying urns around, so when they cremate each other, they could put the dust or the remains in the urns and give it back to their family members. I put this lesson together to show y'all. This Zelensky dude, whom the world is called a hero, this guy is trying to take the world down a rabbit hole. But thank God that there's some intelligent people surrounding Biden who's not himself, that are telling him, man, we're not getting involved in that. So what is Putin doing? Putin is standing up to the Pope, the 10 toes, the 10 horns, what you call the European Common Market. He's standing up to NATO. This man, I know y'all ain't gonna like it, but this is a man's man. That's all I got.
Let me say something about this too. Nobody knows when the hell the world will come to an end, all right? But I mean, I don't know. You know, people will piss on you and say it's raining these days, man. And unfortunately, people believe it. When I look at this going on, because I'm going to talk about this probably this weekend, most I will. When I got videos, plenty of videos. Do I agree with Putin on a lot of shit? No. You know, but the thing is, I don't know everything he's doing because, you know, media today, like Trump says, fake news. You know, but I look at, I'm gonna give y'all some brief history. If y'all remember the Cuba Missile Crisis, right? Well, Russia
Same
wanted
situation.
Russia wanted to
Same
put
scenario.
weapons inside of Cuba, and Kennedy said we'll sink that son of a bitch, right?
Right.
You know,
same thing.
They had agreement back in 19-something, I forgot what it was, that you won't expand the NATO. So what they did is the EU came in and Russia broke up. And a lot of people say, well, it's because of America was they was behind it. Irregardless, I don't know. However, he said, look, Putin said, I won't invade, I won't do this. Don't make no more NATO countries. Stop putting weapons of mass destruction at my doorstep. Now, I'm thinking, Putin is, I would say they got a right to put weapons. They really do. However,
they don't. Let me ask you a question.
If they solve it, they not solve it.
Let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question? And it's your show and you got the flow. You come out your house in the morning, there's a brother sitting in front of your house with a pistol. So you don't think much of it, He's sitting there, but you come out every day and dude is sitting in front of your house every day with a 9mm. You either gonna call the police or you gonna make a move around yourself, right or wrong.
You damn right.
This is what Russia's saying. The Ukrainians just got caught today. It was breaking news that they were caught building. They were trying to destroy documents that were showing that they were building biological war chemicals that were banned by the UN Charter. They just got caught, and they tried to burn the documents. So now this changes everything, don't it? Because this is what Russia said in the very beginning. They had to go in and demilitarize the Ukraine. So all I'm simply saying to you is, if you sat in front of my house with a pistol, I'm gonna move you around, man. I'm either gonna start shooting at you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I know about what you're saying.
That's what Putin is saying.
I agree. I'm like, why people don't see this? Because
what choice did they give him, man?
That's like having Mexico and Canada with weapons pointed at us.
Right.
The odds of us winning the war, America winning the war is futile. If you got weapons right next door.
Telling the man, you know what they telling the man? They telling the man, yeah, we giving the Ukrainians, we giving them bombs, airplanes, tanks, guns. We're giving them the blueprint for biological warfare, and we don't want you to do nothing about it. And Russia said,
I got one better than that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna show y'all, and y'all can do it yourself because I was gonna commentary, but y'all can do it yourself. That guy who they call Putin, he said, you know what? It's an old saying: if you can't beat them, do what? Join them. He actually applied for the EU and NATO, and they turned him down.
It's prophecy, though. It's prophecy because, see, you made a comment. You said, well, don't nobody know when the world is coming to an end. That's not true. I could show you from the writings of the prophets and the apostles all the signs that point to the second coming of the Messiah. I just showed y'all.
No, when I said that statement, I'm talking about nobody know the actual date. We leading up to it.
No, the Lord don't give you the actual date, but what does he give you?
Right.
He give you the 25th chapter of Leviticus. In the 25th chapter of Leviticus, it tells you what feast day he's coming back on. I could do that lesson if you, just call, whenever you get tired of doing what you're doing, call me. You know what I'm saying? You call me. I got a lesson. I'll show you. The book say he's coming back on the 10th day. That 25th chapter of Leviticus. You want me to read it? The 10th day of the 7th month, in the 50th year, he's coming back. Now, we don't know the exact year, but I could give you, but once the Pope goes inside the temple, I could give you the exact year. Because the Most High said, when you see dude going to the temple, it's going to be 42 months. And I'm going to hit y'all with another one that's going to be equally astonishing. We could bring you within 3.5 days of the second coming of the Messiah. How? When them two prophets die in the book of Revelation, they're going to be dead for 3 days. And when at the sound of the seventh trumpet, at the end of the third day, that's when the Messiah is going. We could bring you within 3.5 days of the second coming of the Messiah, and it is straight script.
Well, you got to come do that. I want to see that one. I thought I knew a lot, but
hey,
let's see.
Are you ready? I'm going to show it to you right now. You ready?
Yeah, let's get it. I thought
There you go. Let me know.
Hey, man.
Let me know. We got a piece, man. We bring them. Hey, listen, and we can deal with. And we got a piece that we show you what the Lord meant when He kept saying, "Heaven and earth will pass away before one jot or one tittle." We show you that too. That's talking about the 8th day, the Father's kingdom. Listen, if they don't know this, see all that old prosperity stuff.
I'm glad you FOPE.
Huh?
I said, I'm glad you FOPE.
Hey, man, you know. So that's all I got, bro. But all I'm simply saying, y'all.
Hey, look, I appreciate it. Yabe, you got anything to say? I appreciate it, man. That was a powerful lesson. And anybody that may disagree with it, you're welcome to come on, and not tonight, but talk about it. But at the end of the day, it's everything's for edification purposes. And we look, this is what we're supposed to do as a people, man. We're supposed to sit back, right? Scholars, people, believers, more so believers, right? And study and fear the Most High through His Son, and come together, man. And this will keep us together. We should not be angry with one another because of the scriptures.
It's a waste of time, man.
It's a waste of time. We're supposed to sit down and dialogue about it.
It's, man, bad energy and a waste of time.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I get out with QANATH all the time. I call him in the morning sometime. I ask him, is he still in the bed? I be like, man, I say, hey, you not 100%. You still in the bed. I don't care about what's happening, who's bigger than who this person is. I don't compete with I don't have to. Been there, done that. That time is over with, man. Competing with your brother, man. Just be the best that you can be. Be the best in Israel that you can be. Stop worrying about everybody around you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We're supposed to have a dialogue with some brothers that's Old Testament, right? And
man, we could do the same piece from the Old Testament.
What I like about it is that we agreed, man. You know what? We're gonna go over the scripts, you know, and let the word of the Most High speak, and we can agree to disagree with one another, but let the word of the Most High speak and do it in peace. And if it's truth wins all the time. We don't win; truth wins. I think we need to understand that, man. So,
right.
Hey, man, listen, man. I always ask the question, all these scholars: when does the Old Testament end? When does the Old Testament end?
It don't.
That's a trick question.
It is. I'm trying to figure out where you're going, where to go. I'm here. Yeah.
As long as you got animal sacrifice, you still under the law of sacrifice. That's the Old Testament. So Yeshua didn't do away with animal sacrifice till He died on the cross. The New Testament technically did not end until the book of Acts. So we got some brothers saying, well, I'm not a New Testament believer. Listen, man, you shot yourself in the foot, because when Yeshua healed the blind man, He said, go offer up the sacrifice of Moses. Mm-hmm. That's all I got to say. I want y'all to think about that. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John should be in the Old Testament.
Hey, listen,
because remember,
y'all don't want to miss this. We haven't come with the date yet. Y'all do not want to miss.
You can't have a testament without the death of the testator.
We ready to go up.
Huh?
We ready to go up against, not go up against, but have a dialogue with these brothers, man. dealing with the Old Testament and New Testament. And I'm telling y'all,
hey man, look, you know my
y'all don't want to miss this, because I didn't think of what you just said.
You know my number. You know I get up at 5 every morning. You know me. Hey, we can do one. You know we should do a piece at 5 in the morning. You know what?
Hey, look,
they
man,
gonna get out the bed. We'll be doing it
me
by
and Lee,
ourselves.
we become real good friends, man. I've become real good friends with anybody that's peaceful and humble, man. You know, and I just love it. I love information, bro. I love information.
Well, look, hey man, listen, I gotta go. I sprained my damn ankle. I sprained my ankle playing with. I got a puppy, a cane corso. You know, he from the Mastiff family.
Right. I know this.
And the first day I got him, I told him she's 10 weeks. She's 10 weeks old. I told her how to sit.
Oh, she big.
She gonna be big, but she's smart. She like she'll watch you. You turn your back, she'll jump out the box and go play. She's like she plots the Great Escape, huh?
She's like a kid, say Great Escape.
And I'll be talking to her like she a brother, like she wanted to get.
What color? Gray or black?
Huh? She a master.
What color? She gray
I
or
be
black?
talking to her like she wanted to gas. I'm like, hey, I know what you on. Don't do it.
Hey, Lee. Hey, man. It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. We're going to get up. You know, it's about to get warm now, so one of us got to come down.
Hey, man, listen. I'm gonna give you some counsel. Leave them homosexuals alone, man. Hey, we got bigger fish to fry. We don't need you being shut down.
Well, here's the thing. They came over here harassing us, so I don't even care.
Guys, we don't need you guys being shut down by by the homosexual party. They got their own political party. You know what I mean? And they being funded by everybody. So leave them niggas alone. Stay on the air, man. Let somebody look. Let some of the rookies have that. You know, like the Hebrews that's on YouTube. Hey, let them go out like that. Don't you go out like that.
Well, we got other channels. Most High bless. Thank you for coming on.
Y'all doing big things, man. You're doing big things, and that's satanic. Satan gonna come through them homies. He gonna come through them guys. The aim is to shut down the voice of reason.
Right.
You don't need to let them other Hebrews, let them go out like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, David.
No, I was just
go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, you speaking of number facts. You know, like K. Judah said, facts. You know, I agree with everything you're talking about.
Well, thanks, brother. That's unexpected coming from a Hebrew.
So we always fussing and disagreeing, right?
Yeah. But hey, man, leave them guys alone. Hey, you know what? This is their hour, you know. But one thing they don't know, and somebody should teach to them. The book said, in the testimony, Yeshua said, he was talking about the sparrow. He said, man, look, I see the sparrow when he falls. He said, every hair on your head is numbered. And then in the 138th or the 142nd chapter of Psalms, he said, all your members are written in the book. What they don't understand is when you show up in the judgment, everything that he sent you here with, you better have in the judgment. And you better not have nothing new attached to you, for it is written. Whatsoever God doeth, no man can add to or take from it.
Right.
So that's all we're saying to you, brother.
Well, he's going to do. Hey, they say they wish the lesson was longer. He'll do a part 2. Actually, he was going to do another lesson. I wanted him to do this.
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
Yes, you was. He was going to do the other one.
You didn't ask. Okay.
The other one. Remember, I
always enjoy myself when I come over here, man. I'm having a good time, man. I really am.
No doubt. Okay. Well, look, we out of here, man. I got more work I got to do, and yeah. So thank y'all for coming on. Thank you, David, so much for jumping on.
Let's do part 2. We can do part 2 sometime this week.
Oh, what's the day? Wednesday. Okay, no doubt, for sure.
Okay, Tuesday.
Doubt. Okay, yeah. Oh, let me make this. You say we doing big things. Honestly, we are, because I'm getting phone calls from certain brothers of different organizations.
Well, if you still up and running, let's do. If you still up and running, messing with them homosexuals, you better leave them niggas, you better leave them guys alone.
Hey, man, listen.
I don't. That is a fight you cannot. Look, the establishment is not gonna let you win that.
I'm not trying to win, and I'm not trying to lose. It don't matter to me. You ain't gotta talk about. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you though. Real talk. The Most High doing big things. Whenever they shut this page down, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages, 6 pages. So whether they shut this down or not, it really don't matter, man, because we just keep going. The Most High, He's gonna put the word out so it can be heard, not us. Right? Where He wanted to be heard at, that's where He wanted to be heard at. But hey, I'm gonna say shalom to everybody, man. Most High bless. Thanks again, Professor, for coming on, man. Hey, before you go, we might have some new people here. Show everybody how to get your books again. Maybe some new people in the room.
Simply, you go here. Here's the Negro Question bookstore. I'm gonna show you guys this, and then I'm really not even into this. I'm having I'm really just the most fun I had all day today.
Hallelujah.
That's God's truth. That ain't, you know what that means? I need to get out more.
Damn right.
Because if this is fun, something ain't right.
But I open up, say we be having fun, right? It's crazy. This is
right.
fun.
I'm just saying, I need to get out more.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Negro Question bookstore.
Yep, putting it up now.
Just the bookstore. You can come here. I got everything going for you. We got paperbacks. We got hardcovers. We got about 4 of the books that are selling the hardcovers now. Part 2, Part 6, the dictionary, and I think Part 7, the 7th seal. If you want to know how this thing gonna go down, the 7th seal is all prophecy, Bible prophecy. But and then it say you can't afford the books, but you want to read the book. Well, you know what you do? Pay for a subscription. You can read anything in my catalog for 30 days. Anything, including the dictionary, the 5 books of the law, everything that I've written. So, but I want to come back on and do part 2.
No doubt.
So y'all get on QANATH about that, because you know he'll forget me after tonight.
You gonna throw me under the bus like that, man?
He'll forget me. He'll be like, "Hey man, I'm trying to have this party in the condo. Hey man," because he's real busy. He'll forget me. He'll get back to me, you know, but he'll forget me, y'all. So y'all stay on top of him.
I don't forget you. You know, you in my heart all the time, man. I won't forget you.
I appreciate it, man. I love doing these pieces with you. They always have a good time. I don't know what it is about you guys. I know, you know, one thing I say about you guys, they can say what they want to say, but y'all the same every time I meet you. And I respect that. Y'all don't change. Y'all the same.
Come.
Yeah, y'all the same. That's love, man.
We'll try to be.
All right, man. I gotta go. Hey,
right,
but
no
love.
doubt, most
hey, thanks for letting me come on, bro.
No doubt. We do part 2.
Hey, that guy, hey, brother, the reader, you was a great. Hey, you did pretty good, man. You got some skills. You didn't stutter. Hey, you didn't stutter. You didn't mispronounce or enunciate a word. That guy's a great reader. You need to keep him on your team, man.
Oh, he did it for me.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, bro. All right, y'all. Peace.
Yeah. All right. Most High bless.
Most High bless. All right.
You closing out, Kumar?
Yeah. Unless you want to say something, we'll close. We'll stay on for a little bit if you want to say something, because I'm about to go.
No, I'm going back on my little exercise, and I was just happy to come on and read for Professor Lee, and you know, I haven't been on a little bit, just been working. It got me in the office now, so. But yeah, it was a great lesson.
Yeah, it was pretty good, man. I like that. I like that. But yeah, Most High bless everybody. Thanks again, Yabe, and everybody. Tim. Hey, Tim. Star, Lima, Big Dog. Most High bless man. King Judah, no doubt. King Judah, Most High bless you. The Hebrew Barbie. Most High bless you too. So Most High bless all y'all, man. Everybody, I can't see everybody. Lima, I got love for you. Everybody, all the newcomers. And guess what? For all the haters, hate on because you didn't hate, that means we ain't doing something right. But when you hate, that means we doing something right.
Right.
Man, we out of here. We out of here. I'm not going. Hold on, let me see if Shan want to play the music because Shan, if you here, you want to play the music before we out the song. If not, I'm just going to go ahead and close it out, man. Just close it out. Thanks again. Hey, look, I want to thank all of y'all, man, for tuning in and watching us, man. You know, Lima Star, y'all God sent. You know, I see how y'all be repping on different channels. I see y'all. You know, y'all folk for real. All right. So, man, Most High bless. We out of here. Thanks again, yeah. I'm just gonna close it out, man. Most High will. We'll see y'all tomorrow. I know Shaw Sham and I, if it's the Most High will, we going live tomorrow to talk about some stuff. It's something going down. I can't reveal it, but it's different groups out here that's hundreds of them has changed their mind on certain doctrine.
All right. Most High bless you.
Most High bless. All right. Shalom, brothers and sisters. Shalom. Let me see. I'll do this. Keep your head up, y'all. Keep your head up. Shoot.